how has Selena changed your life?
What do you mean? Look at me. She's the best thing that's ever happened in my life. When I wake up.
No idea what she's talking about, ever. Ever.
Did Hailey Bieber just end her truce with Selena Gomez? And is Justin spiraling right in front of our eyes? Because in just the past few days, Hailey's been spotted without her ring, Selena quietly unfollowed her, and Justin, he might have just shaded Selena's boyfriend and exposed trouble in his marriage, all through a few cryptic Instagram posts. The internet is convinced something serious is going down behind the scenes, and the deeper you look, the messier it gets. So what really happened between Hailey, Justin, Selena, and Benny Blanco? Let's break down the drama, the clues, and what fans think is really going on. It started with a single photo. Hailey Bieber stepped out without her wedding ring, and within hours, the internet had already declared the marriage over. Headlines exploded, TikToks analyzed her hand frame by frame, and fans were convinced this was it, the final unraveling of Hailey and Justin. One outlet even ran the headline, "It only took one photo to cement the Hailey and Justin Bieber breakup story." And honestly, that's how fast things move when it comes to this couple. Every move they make is dissected, exaggerated, and turned into a full-blown theory. Some argued that celebrities don't always wear their rings. Maybe it was just laundry day, but others insisted there was more to it. And when Hailey posted a photo the very next day, with the ring clearly visible, it only added fuel to the fire. Was she doing damage control? Was the whole thing a calculated move? Or was it all just coincidence? Either way, it got people talking. Again. But the ring drama wasn't even the most explosive part of the week. On June 19th, fans noticed something strange. Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez were no longer following each other on Instagram. And just like that, the internet went into full detective mode. For nearly 2 years, it looked like the two had made peace. It all started back in October 2022, when they shocked the world by posing side by side at the Academy Museum Gala, smiling, leaning in, looking like old friends. The photo was posted everywhere. Fans called it historic. Even the celebrity photographer Tyrell Hampton knew he had captured something rare. He later said, "This is the moment to change the world." That one picture made people believe the feud was over, that after years of being pitted against each other over Justin, the two women had finally moved on. It felt like closure. For a minute, the internet actually calmed down. But just months later, things shifted. And after this recent unfollow, the idea of peace vanished completely. No announcement, no statement. Just 2 unfollows and a wave of speculation. And what happened next? Well, it didn't exactly help. The Selena and Hailey feud didn't just fizzle out quietly, it exploded all over again in March 2023, and it all started with eyebrows. Selena had posted a light-hearted TikTok where she joked about accidentally over-laminating her brows. Just hours later, Kylie Jenner and Hailey shared Instagram stories showing close-ups of their own perfectly styled brows, and fans were quick to connect the dots. Was it coincidence or a not-so-subtle dig? TikTok lit up with theories, calling it mean girl behavior and dragging Hailey and Kylie into a firestorm of accusations. People brought up old interviews, past posts, and moments that suddenly felt sinister in hindsight. Years of silent tension suddenly exploded into an all-out social media war. But then, something surprising happened. Hailey reportedly reached out to Selena directly, saying the online hate had gotten out of control. And instead of staying quiet, Selena publicly defended her, telling her fans to stand down. In a post to her Instagram story, she wrote that Hailey had contacted her, that no one deserved this kind of harassment, and that she didn't support the negativity. It was a major move, not just because Selena didn't have to say anything, but because Justin didn't. Fans noticed he stayed completely silent while his wife was being bombarded with threats. That silence spoke volumes. For a moment, it looked like the truce might be back on. But just when things were starting to cool off, if you thought the drama had peaked, think again, because 2024 brought even more chaos. The internet wasn't done, and neither were the rumors. People started digging into Hailey's past posts, likes, follows. And what they claimed to find sent the rumor mill spinning again. Accusations started flying that Hailey was still obsessing over Selena, watching her every move, copying her outfits, even allegedly timing her own posts to mirror Selena's. Some fans went as far as to call it stalking. Others said it was all a reach. But either way, the damage was done, and it wasn't long before Hailey and Selena's truce started to crumble for good. The unfollow, on June 19, wasn't just a random tap on a screen. It felt like the symbolic end of a fake friendship. A social media ceasefire that was never really built on peace to begin with. And this time, fans weren't buying the polite silence. They wanted to know what was going on. Some speculated the split had everything to do with Justin and Selena's exes clashing again, especially now that Selena is dating Benny Blanco, someone Justin used to be close with. And if Justin still holds resentment toward Benny, it could be creating even more tension behind the scenes. But no one said a word. Hailey and Selena stayed silent. They didn't explain, deny, or even acknowledge what happened. And that silence, it was deafening. But just when fans thought it couldn't get any more personal, Justin posted something that had everyone's eyebrows raised. Again, out of nowhere, Justin Bieber dropped a post on his Instagram story, and fans immediately smelled shade. He shared a reel mocking how artists talk about creating their hit songs. The guy in the video says things like, "I had no idea what I was doing. The iconic part was an accident. I didn't even know how to use the software." It's exaggerated, awkward, and clearly meant to poke fun at someone, and instantly the comments blew up. This is 100% a Benny Blanco impression. Is Justin throwing shots at Selena's man now? Why does this sound exactly like Benny in interviews? To most people, it wasn't subtle, especially given the timing. Selena is currently dating Benny, and fans believe Justin still hasn't fully moved on. So posting something that feels like a dig at her boyfriend, it wasn't going to go unnoticed. Now sure, Justin didn't tag anyone, he didn't say names, but that's the thing, he didn't have to. People put the pieces together themselves, and the theory spread like wildfire, and the shade didn't stop there. Not even close. After the alleged Benny Blanco shade, Justin Bieber kept the cryptic energy going. But this time, things felt more emotional and more personal. He posted a video to his Instagram story that had fans doing a double take. The clip featured a voice saying, "If you're giving me the silent treatment, at least tell me why. I have anxiety, I overthink everything. Give me any room for error and I'll assume the worst." It ended with, "Now you're cheating. You see what I'm saying?" The timing? Unmissable. Fans immediately linked the post to Hailey. Was Justin trying to send her a message? Was this a public cry for help? Or a not-so-subtle jab at his own wife? People were already speculating about tension in the marriage, and this kind of emotionally raw post only made it worse. Some called it oversharing. Others said it was a rare glimpse into what's really going on behind the filtered smiles and designer outfits. Because even with all the fame, the money, and the curated social media lives, posts like that make one thing clear: something is off. And if you thought fans were overreacting, what came next seemed to confirm that this wasn't just online gossip. The rumors were already swirling, but then came the real bombshell. Insider reports claiming Justin and Hailey's marriage is on the verge of collapse. According to Page 6 and Entertainment Tonight, things behind the scenes are anything but perfect. One source claimed that Justin has been irritated by Hailey, while another said Hailey's frustrated by Justin's lack of motivation. The quote was blunt: "While they both want to salvage their marriage, currently, things are not good." That alone would be enough to raise eyebrows. But when you look at everything else, the cryptic Instagram posts, the unfollows, the ring rumors, it starts to feel less like speculation and more like a slow-motion unraveling. And here's where it gets even more layered. Not too long ago, Hailey did an interview with Vogue where she addressed the obsession people have with her relationship. When asked if she thought the public fixation would ever die down, she said, "Well, I thought 7 years in it would have already, and it hasn't. You'd think after having a child people would chill out, but no." Then she shrugged with a sarcastic grin, adding, "So I guess they're just going to stay mad." It was a revealing moment, one that showed just how deeply the constant attention weighs on her, even if she pretends it doesn't. But at the same time, people can't help but wonder, if they truly wanted privacy, why keep feeding the machine? Because even with the walls closing in, they haven't stopped posting, reacting, or, intentionally or not, fueling the fire. You'd think after all the public drama, the couple would retreat, lay low, and let the rumors fade away. But Justin and Hailey? They keep stepping back into the spotlight, sometimes subtly, sometimes with a bang. Hailey has been caught liking posts about Selena, fueling old obsession rumors. Justin floods Instagram with cryptic videos and messages that fans analyze like secret codes. They post, they react, they stir the pot, and the cycle repeats. Other celebrities with huge fan bases have managed to live quieter, more private lives. Why can't the Biebers? Is it really a desire for privacy, or are they addicted to the attention? Maybe it's both. Maybe the drama keeps them relevant, a constant headline, a talking point, or maybe they don't know how to stop. Some say this constant back and forth is a careful social media strategy to stay in the public eye. Others believe it's genuine tensions spilling out online. Whatever the case, the truth is, the drama keeps fans hooked, and for all the speculation, nobody knows what will come next. So, what's really going on with Hailey, Justin, and Selena? The truth is, no one can say for sure. The ring rumors, the unfollows, the shady posts, and the insider reports all paint a picture of a marriage and friendships tangled up in confusion, pain, and drama. Maybe the recent unfollow between Hailey and Selena is the final chapter in a long, complicated story. Or maybe it's just another twist, a pause before the next headline. One thing's certain, whether they want it or not, these three remain at the center of the internet's attention. The drama keeps spinning, the speculation grows, and fans can't look away. And while some wish for peace and privacy for them all, the reality is that as long as they keep posting, liking, and reacting, the story isn't over. So, what do you think? Is this all a carefully choreographed drama or real tension playing out for the world to see? Drop your thoughts below, because when it comes to Hailey, Justin, and Selena, the story is far from finished.